Today we are here to discuss another application of Biot-Savart law, and we will today find the magnetic field due to a current carrying coil at a point P on its axis. So our problem is, you have a circular coil of some radius and you have its axis like this, and you have to find out the magnetic field due to the current flowing in this coil, not at the center as earlier, but today we'll find the magnetic field at this point. This point is at an axial line or at the axis of the coil. So I have written the problem in detail here. You have a circular coil of radius A. The magnetic field is to be found, and we will be using Biot-Savart law. So this is your problem or derivation, which may be asked in the exam, and here is the derivation. We have done some constructions. You have a coil, as you can see. You have a coil, then it has the center O and the radius A. Then you have this point P at a distance x, where you have to find the magnetic field. This is r square. R square is, by Pythagoras theorem, equal to x square plus a square. If you take a small current element dl, what is a current element? A small part of the wire which has the same direction as that of the current. So dl, suppose I take here, we are not considering this dl, so I complete the coil here like this. So I am finding the magnetic field produced by this dl at this point P. Okay. So what will be the direction of magnetic field? That we have to see, and what will be the magnitude. First we will find the magnetic field due to a small current element dl, and then we will integrate it over the whole result. By Biot-Savart law, we know that the magnetic field due to a small current element is equal to mu 0 I dl sin theta upon r square. And here is a constant 4 pi also. Very important to know what are the meanings. dl is the current element. Sin theta, theta is the angle between dl, here you can see this is the dl vector, and r, and it is the angle between dl and r. This dl and this dr, it is not this angle, but it is this angle, which is 90 degree, because dl is in some other plane. If you take the top view, dl is like this. कोयल को अगर हम ऊपर से देखें, यहाँ से देखें, तो dl यहाँ है और r ये जा रहा, तो dl और r के बीच में जो एंगल है वो ये वाला एंगल नहीं लेना है, आपको ये लेना है, और वो हो जाएगा 90 डिग्री. ओके, सो दिस इज द टॉप व्यू, which tells you that the angle between dl and r is 90 degree. What is r? R is the distance between dl, current element, and the point where you want to find the field. So this is r. क्योंकि ये dl और p के बीच की दूरी है, तो इसको हमने बोल दिया r. Okay, so now we proceed further. Now we know the meanings of theta, dl and r. एक चीज़ और हमने नहीं पढ़ी थी. In vector form I can write Biot-Savart law as dB is equal to mu 0 I upon 4 pi. ये जो dl sin theta है, इसको मैं थोड़ी देर के लिए ऐसे लिख देती हूँ, sin theta into 1 upon r square, and this is, say, the magnitude of a vector. Now you know that A cross B is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into the angle between them. So यहाँ पर मैं dl sin थीटा और 1 को a b sin थीटा मानकर I can write it as dl cross r, sorry small, this is a unit vector, तो dl का मैग्नीट्यूड तो dl ही रहा, r का मैग्नीट्यूड हो गया 1 और ये हो गया साइन थीटा। तो dl साइन थीटा को हम dl क्रॉस r लिख देते हैं थोड़ी देर के लिए, क्योंकि जब हम a क्रॉस b साइन थीटा करते हैं तो एक n कैप भी आता है। नाउ दिस n कैप टेल्स मी द डायरेक्शन। सो सिंस db इज इक्वल टू नाउ म्यू 0 I अपॉन 4 पाई dl क्रॉस r अपॉन r स्क्वायर। अब मैंने उसको dl साइन थीटा ने लिख के क्या लिख दिया, dl क्रॉस r लिख दिया। सो I get the direction of magnetic field. The magnetic field naturally will be perpendicular to the plane of dl and r both. यानी कि अगर dl और r इस प्लेन में है, ये देखिए इस प्लेन में है, यहाँ से एक प्लेन गुजर रहा है। सो वेयर विल बी db? db will be in a direction perpendicular to this plane. It will be somewhere here, db, right? So dl cross r, this is the plane, the blue plane where dl and r lie, and db will be perpendicular to this plane. So this, because जो n cap होता है, यहाँ पर हमने क्या लिखा, db is equal to dl cross r। यहाँ पर हमने क्या लिखा है, n कैप इज इक्वल टू a क्रॉस b। तो n कैप की डायरेक्शन a और b के परपेंडिकुलर होती है, तो db की डायरेक्शन भी dl और r के परपेंडिकुलर होगी, राइट? सो db is perpendicular to dl and r. This is somewhat different. So this is db. Now I come to this diagram again. I'll have to reconstruct it because I've spoiled that diagram. So this is my coil. It has a radius a. I want to find the magnetic field at point at a distance x. This is my r, this is alpha, and db is this current flowing, and this is your dl. db will be perpendicular to dl cross r. Now we can make two components of this. This will be called db cos alpha, sorry, two components. This one will be alpha, so this will be db cos alpha, and this will be db sin alpha. Not very bright, so db sin alpha. Now if I take another current element, a counterpart of this current element, अगर यहाँ पर लूँ इसके just opposite, तो ये भी क्या करेगा, यहाँ पर एक मैग्नेटिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस करेगा जो कि इस डायरेक्शन में होगा, परपेंडिकुलर। इसके भी दो कंपोनेंट्स हो जाएंगे, इट विल ऑल्सो हैव टू कंपोनेंट्स। वन विल बी दिस db sin alpha and one will be this, because this is alpha, one will be db cos alpha. The gist is that all the db sin alphas, इन दोनों के जो db sin alphas हैं, they are adding up, and these db cos alphas, what are they doing? They are cancelling each other. So this db cos alphas cancel in pairs, क्योंकि इसका db cos alpha इसने क्या कर दिया, suppose I take a dl here and a dl here, then they will also cancel in pairs here at p. इसका ये कैंसिल कर देगा, इसका ये कैंसिल कर देगा, एवरी वन हैज़ अ काउंटर पार्ट एंड दे विल कैंसल ईच अदर्स कॉस कंपोनेंट. What will be left is only the sine components of all the dBs. सारे dl db पैदा करेंगे और सबके जो कॉस कंपोनेंट है वो कैंसिल हो जाएंगे, साइन कंपोनेंट ऐड हो जाएंगे। तो हमारा जो टोटल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आएगा कहाँ पर, P पर, वो क्या होगा, इट विल बी द समेशन ऑफ नॉट द कॉस, नॉट द dBs, but it will be a sum of all the dB sin alphas. So dB हमें यहाँ से पता ही है, या हम इक्वेशन नंबर 1 से ले लें। So equation 1 से I put dB, here I will not put a vector form, so my B will be mu 0 I by 4 pi dl साइन थीटा तो 90 हो चुका था, अब हमारे पास सिर्फ बचा है साइन अल्फा, एंड ऑफ कोर्स 1 r square is there, so upon r square, right? मैंने I have put dB from equation 1, so I get this total B. अब इस B में mu 0 I upon 4 pi, I can write r square as x square plus a square, and dl is left sin alpha perpendicular upon base से क्या हो जाएगा, this is perpendicular and this is perpendicular upon hypotenuse से, hypotenuse is r, so I can write sin alpha as perpendicular means a upon hypotenuse यानी r, that gives me B is equal to mu 0 I by 4 pi dl upon x square plus a square, which is nothing but r square into a upon under root, because this r is under root x square plus a square, तो यहाँ मेरे को मिल गया x square plus a square. अब B is equal to mu 0 I upon 4 pi x root x, this is x root x, so x root x is x raised to half into x, which is nothing but 1 plus half, that is 3 by 2. So here I can write x square plus a square raised to 3 by 2 and take it out also, because nothing x or a are going to change. So in the bracket a also I have taken out, I have only left with dl. And what is the sum of all the dl's? If I add up all the dl's, all the current elements, I get 2 pi a. So my B comes out to be mu 0 I upon 4 pi x square plus a square raised to 3 by 2 into 2 pi a, and total magnetic field is mu 0 I a square, this cancels off, 3 by 2. तो ये मेरा एक्सियल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आ गया। सपोज ये जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है ये तो एक्सियल लाइन पर आया, अगर इसी प्रॉब्लम में आपको बोलें कि फाइंड B at center of the coil, so मान लो P यहाँ ना होके P यहाँ होता आपका सेंटर, तो ये जो X है that would have reduced to 0, so we will put X equal to 0 and in this particular formula, and we'll get B center is equal to mu 0 I a square upon, this becomes 0, so a square raised to 3 by 2, which gives me a cube, cancelling off, you get mu 0 I by. So you have already studied in the previous derivations mu 0 I by 2 r, here r की जगह we are using the radius as a, so the formula has come out to be mu 0 I by 2a. This is the magnetic field. What will be the direction of the magnetic field at the center? That will be given by right hand thumb rule, and at the axis also, because we saw that there are only dB sin alphas contributing, so the direction of magnetic field will be this only, B in the, and this can be given by right hand screw rule again. तो राइट हैंड स्क्रू रूल, if the current goes like this then the magnetic field is outside, if vice versa the magnetic field is inside. तो magnetic field axis पर भी right hand screw rule से दिया जा सकता है direction, and at the center also it can be given by right hand screw rule. So that's all for today.